Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this. Come on.
My pleasure.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Decides to go in with the target combo. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Takes a trip. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Coming through. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left on Super Art. They don't need to KO! Player 2 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win.
Round 2. Fight.
Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Checks him with a projectile. Will this Super Art connect? Player 1 goes for the Super Art? I can't keep track of these corner switches. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Box him with a target combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Not shy with the grab. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Throws them to negate the block. But looking to impress with this super. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Just goes for it at this range. KO. Player 2 straight up put their opponent on a poster.
Round 3. Fight.
There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Takes the chance to hurt him. Hits him with a stopping pop. Big throws. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. A quick breather. Burnout activates. It's a good spot to use the super. Goes end to end with a freezing hop. Nice damage. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Shoryuken, knockdown and tomahawk buster. Still scrapping for control. Knew the throw was coming. This is a critical moment. Super Art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Hits the drive. They are willing to risk it for the overdrive. Player flatlines them. I smell a comeback in the works. Can't beat me.
Round 4. Fight.
Shoryuken? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 1 will look to hit them with a stopping block. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Looking to impress with this super. Fantastic awareness. Flashes him. Both life and super art gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. This may be the Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. The Dragon KO! This match ain't over yet!
Fight round. Fight.
Oh my god, they just choked it up! That's gonna leave them rattled. Player 2 will look to apply. There's the counter we wanted! Shakes things up with a fireball. Connects with the throw. Nothing stops this train! With dash! Getting up close and personal! Punish counter sets the table! Dragon Lash! This may turn into a big chance! Condor wins maxed out! Cross that off! Putting it all off the line! Do they have what it can? This drive brings them back? They are done! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Round 1.
It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that run back! Oh, the drive impact hits for a punish! Gets the combo! Throws him! What's next?
Here we go.
Goes for the command grab. What are they thinking here? takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO! Player 1 may have taken the first round, but you can be sure that there will be adjustments on both sides.
Round 2. Fight!
Absorbs lands a punish counter for the first hit. A solid combo. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Taking stock. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight!
Did well to get the buff in there. Reads them. Player 2 was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. Shipujinrai doing the business! Both fighters planning something? Brushes that off and keeps going. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? A quick breather. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. That's gonna leave them rattled. Knockdown and... burnout activates. Not much life left, but they're drop tomahawk plus. Just what a finish! One more. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Looks like they want to put an hit them with a stop and box. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Drive reversal in the corner to hold on to that position. Checks them with a projectile. Knockdown. Goes for the super art. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. A quick breather. Player 1 in there. Player 1 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win.
Round 2. Fight!
They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Grabs him. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the super art. That drive impact doesn't get through. Knockdown. Will this super art connect? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Jinrai kick from KO. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight!
Misses the drive impact. Just out of range for that throw. Early round decisions are so... This is gonna be bad news. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Shoryuken? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Scrapping it out up close. Just goes for it at this range. Super clutch corners them. Charges forward. Player 2 a super art. Freezing hot. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Closes it out. I smell a comeback in the works.
Jeez, that close.
Round 4. Fight!
Hits them with a stop and block. Who's going to start things off? Shoryuken? They're being absolutely relentless with this fire. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout from a super art. That's not gonna hit. Knockdown and... just goes for it at this range. This may be it. throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Player 2 needs to use the Tomahawk Buster. And they create an opportunity for themselves to draw critical. What's gonna happen? In range for the Raging Typhoon. This is gonna take a chunk and then some. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Breaks through with the throw. The fighters have matched each other blow for blow. This fight will be decided in this final round.
Fight!
Risky play, but it pays off. How's this? They're going for the super art. The Dragon Lash Super hits home. Can they keep on him? Player 1, nothing stops this train. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. They are not getting close to each other. Will this super art do anything? Close range projectile. What a finish! Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Bumps up. Showing some real tenacity. Did well to get the busted. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Will this super art connect? KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here.
Round 2. Fight!
Well-timed command throw there. Projectile to try and change the situation. Box him with a target combo. Neither of them willing to back off here. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Goes for the super art. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Inadot baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. KO! Player 2 is making this look so easy.
Round 3. Fight!
A lot of courage behind that super art at the start of the round. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Oh, nice counter. Checks him with the projectile. Jump, brushes that off and keeps going. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Mexican Typhoon. Player 2 just goes for it at this range. A quick breather. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Impact squat. Solid anti-air. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Flatlines up. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.